Mathieu Joseph is largely unknown, but that's his story. When I go back to his draft year, you watch the St. John Sea Dogs, and yet this young man kept showing up, making good plays, smart, killing penalties on the power play, and he just kept grabbing your attention and grabbing your attention. And then he ends up being a draft pick of the Tampa Bay Lightning. Well, now he's grabbing Team Canada's attention for all the same reasons. He's matured as a player physically, so now he's more assertive, but he hasn't lost any of that excellent hockey sense, that ability to make plays. And he's a player that can play left wing, he can play right wing, he can kill penalties, he can play on your power play. So while many people may be surprised about him being on the team, don't be. He's going to be counted on to be a real good contributor.
All right, Greg, some other international news. Bob Hartley has been named the head coach of the Latvian national team. He was reportedly chosen over Patrick Roy and Ron Rolston. Hartley was fired by the Flames in the summer after they missed the playoffs. All right, after the break, back together again. Connor McDavid has a new old line mate, and both of them should benefit. We'll explain. Then, Unstoppable Sid, the beat goes on in our Plays of the Week.
Crosby scores out of midair!
Closed captioning is brought to you by Best Buy. Find the perfect gift and feel like a kid again at Best Buy.
It's pretty nice to feel special.
I remember the first tournament I played in was in the Czech Republic, and I couldn't believe how many Canadians had come over. And then the next year playing in Ottawa on home soil. I don't know if there's anything that will ever top that tournament and some of the games we played in, and the whole crowd standing wearing red and white. When you get to be a part of something like that for the first time really takes your breath away, and moments you'll never forget.
Last year, being a part of this here on home ice, so hard to compare with being at home. There's nothing like it.
Can you feel something without touching it? See something with your eyes closed? You can when it's designed for you, the driver. The new 2017 refined Mazda 3.
Polo Red Intense, the men's fragrances by Ralph Lauren. Polo Red.
If only everything was as fast as getting a coffee at 7-Eleven. Great coffee in no time. Still $1. Only at 7-Eleven. If only everything was as fast as getting a coffee at 7-Eleven. Great coffee in no time. Still $1. Only at 7-Eleven. If only everything was as fast as getting a coffee at 7-Eleven. Great coffee in no time. Still $1. Only. If only as fast as getting a coffee at 7-Eleven. Great coffee in no time. Still $1. Only. If
Tim Hortons That's Hockey is brought to you by the Hockey Hall of
Still $1. Only.
Fine over that span. If Jerome McGinley can pick up a point tonight,
is brought to you by the Hockey
Panthers.
Hall of
The 39-year-old will tie Alex Delvecchio for 34th on the NHL all-time point scoring list. A 20-year veteran, Iggy trails only Jaromir Jagr and Joe Thornton among the active. Alex Delvecchio, how important is Rasmus Ristolainen to the Sabres with 18 assists? Finn has been in on 30% of Buffalo's goals. That's the third highest percentage in the league, and would rank second in Sabres history behind only Pat Lafleur. And the revolving door continues at right wing for Connor McDavid today. Number 97 was back with Jordan Everly at practice. The pair combined for 8 goals. They put them together before this season.
I like playing with Hubs a lot. He brings a lot of different elements to the line, and he's one of the most lethal players around the net.
It's Friday, and that's great news on a couple of different fronts. First and foremost, we get to roll out our plays for the week, and we also get to usher in the weekend. Enjoy both, and we'll see you again next time. I'm Tim Horton. It's Friday, and that's great news on a couple of different fronts. First and foremost, we get to roll out our plays for the week, and we also get to usher in the weekend. Enjoy both, and we'll see you again next time. Tim Horton.
Well, they made that one look easy. That was tremendous passing.
Falcon, the shot off the roof. Storms out of midair.
Cousins, he gets it back. Cover up the shot. Throwing save, left-handed. What an outstanding stop.
O'Reilly rolling around. He can't finish that one. That's
What an outstanding stop.
What a move by Shen.
Nice little shot. The rebound comes from the test. Who bangs away at it. Bobrovsky down. Does the splits, makes the save.
Here's Burns to the net.
Nice little shot. A sweet move by Brent Burns. Splits, makes the save.
Here's Burns to the net.
What's the best part about buying from the TSN shop? Being able to get items like this and this. Check out Canada's #1 source for officially licensed sports merchandise. Go to tsnshop.ca. Being able to get items like this.
And what a gift for Canada.
The Reporters with Dave Hines. Mondays on TSN.
It is a bird. It is a plane. Superman, a hawk.
On TSN.
And the Atlanta Hawks arriving tonight. Paul Millsap did not play last time in Toronto. His former teammate, Damari Carroll. The Toronto Raptors in this cool weather. Kyle Lowry ready to kick it into gear. 2 words, stay hot. Damari Carroll. The Toronto Raptors,
They were just here, and they got their wings split. But they didn't have Paul Millsap, their best player. For the Atlanta Hawks, that's the only solace before a quick return trip to Toronto, where the Raptors have been impossible to stop. Everyone's getting in on the act, with an offense operating at historic efficiency. DeRozan is flying high, sending his teammates into hysterics. Everyone's getting in on the act. JV is getting work done inside, and Lowry is hitting from everywhere, literally everywhere. The lights are on. It's Friday night at Air Canada Center. All eyes on this place. Raptors, Hawks, everywhere. Now, it's Friday night at Air Canada Center. All eyes on this place. Raptors, Hawks. Now,
baby, it is cold outside. Meanwhile, Raptors basketball coming from the Air Canada Center tonight, the Atlanta Hawks. Losers of 11 of their last 14 against the red-hot Toronto Raptors, who have won 10 of their last 11. Everybody bundled up. Everybody getting ready for the holiday season as well, as we bring you inside the Air Canada Center and say happy holidays. Ron Black with you. Sam Mitchell and Leo Rogers will join me in just a moment. The Atlanta Hawks must hate Toronto. They flew into a storm yesterday, a blizzard that blanketed this city, and 13 days ago, that wasn't even close to the storm they faced on the court when they were absolutely pummeled by 44 points. That was a Raptors franchise best. What will we see tonight? Let's send it down to Matt Devlin and Jack Armstrong. Guys, happy holidays.
happy holidays, Rod. And for the Toronto Raptors, once again, the other evening in Philadelphia, led by DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan is third in the NBA in 30-point games this season. He has 13 of them. All of last year, 14. He trails only Anthony Davis and Russell Westbrook. What does tonight have in store for DeMar DeRozan?
Well, he's got to do a great job just recognizing defensively how they play him when he has single coverage. Be aggressive. When there's double coverage, get rid of it quick. You're probably going to get it back at some point. And I think the Raptors, when they're playing at a high level, they move the ball. 28 assists against this team the last time they played. So I like how he's playing right now. He's got good balance in his game and good feel in terms of what the defensive scheme is against him. And more importantly, he's got more weapons around him now.
Jack, the last time these two teams played here, the Raptors won by 44, largest margin of victory. Look, the Atlanta Hawks did not have Paul Millsap. Paul Millsap, over the last 4 games since he's returned, averaging 21 points.
No, he's one of the better power forwards in the league, one of the top guys in the Eastern Conference at that position. Obviously, if the Hawks don't get into the playoff picture here real soon, you're going to hear his name bandied about quite a bit on the trade market. He is a terrific player, two-way player, can score inside and out, rebound, pass it, a legit guy. Tough matchup.
All right, and we look forward to it. Hawks and the Raptors. Right now, let's send it back upstairs to Ron.
All right, thank you. Joined by Sam Mitchell and Leo Routens. Guys, the only way to get the temperature going in this city right now is to stay hot with Kyle Lowry. The guy is absolutely on a torrid pace right now.
Well, I wish Kyle was sitting with us right now because it is cold up here. But Kyle is on fire. But, Leo, other than the scoring, and we all talk about that, it's the floor generalship. It's running the team. It's getting everybody in the right position. It's anchoring the defense from the beginning. All those things. But when you look at the points that the last 9 games, it's hard for those numbers not to jump out at you.
I don't know how you can play any more efficiently than Kyle Lowry has played. You know, last year we had the term Lowry time. Lowry time is 48 minutes a game now. It's every single game.
We're seeing some Valanciunas time being very effective as well over the last 5 games.
Well, look, the Raptors understand, and hopefully so, that they got to pound the rock inside to the big fella. Whenever he's touching the ball, guess what's going to happen? Not only is he going to score, he's going to rebound, he's going to defend the rim, and he's going to score in the paint and demand a double team.
Well, the big fella deserves the basketball because he's doing everything he can for this team. He's on the glass. He's setting screens. He's helping DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry get easy looks every time down the floor. So you want to make sure he's rewarded. And we talk about it all the time. Inside-out basketball leads to great buckets, and the Raptors have to take advantage of the big fella.
Speaking of big fellas, there's Dwight Howard.
Well, look, by pounding the ball inside the JB, you have an opportunity because Dwight Howard's not going to back down. And if you hit Dwight first, he's always going to retaliate. You get a chance to get him off his game, and you need to get Dwight out of this game because you know Kyle and DeMar like to take the ball to the basket.
And that's not just up to JV. It's up to Kyle and DeMar to get into him and speed this game up as well.
I know how we get it warm. I think Sam Mitchell should throw the break and get us warm for tonight. Pump it up, Coach. Come on.
Stay tuned for the Raptors right now. We got the Atlanta Hawks coming. Hey, it's cold outside, but it's going to be hot in Raptorville tonight, baby.
Sizzling! Good. You don't miss a beat. Buckle up, everybody. Enjoy. BMO Raptors basketball on TSN is brought to you by BMO, proud partner and official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
This holiday season, give someone special the gift of a great experience at the Keg Steakhouse and Bar. Keg gift cards are available now. See you tonight.
Remember 2007? Smartphones? OMG. 10 years later, nothing's really changed. It's time to snap out of it.
Hello, Moto.
Snap on a JBL speaker. Put a 70-inch screen on a wall. Get 10 times optical zoom. Get excited, world.
Hello, Moto.
Moto is here. The new Moto Z with Moto Mods.
Does whiskey really taste better if the ice in your glass was hand-shaped from a rogue iceberg? It's a long way to go for a couple of cubes, fellas. Our founder, J.P. Weiser, knew that all you needed to enjoy whiskey is great whiskey. J.P. Weiser's tastes like whiskey since 1857.
This holiday season, give someone special the gift of a great experience at the Keg Steakhouse and Bar. Keg gift cards are available now. See you tonight.
relentless pursuit of perfection, your countless hours of preparation, all comes down to this moment when the clock is ticking down and it's all on the line. Tissot, this is your time.
Two Hearts as One. My interpretation of love. The Kindred Heart pendant for the Vera Wang Love Collection. For all lovers. Exclusively at People's, Canada's #1 diamond store.
A Friday night here from Toronto. Second meeting this season between the Atlanta Hawks and the Toronto Raptors. From the Air Canada Centre, time for the starting lineups, which are brought to you by Miller Genuine Draft. When it's game time, it's Miller time. For the visiting Atlanta Hawks with a record of 12-13, Dennis Schroeder, Tim Hardaway Jr., Thabo Sefolosha, Paul Millsap. This will be his 5th game back after missing 3. And Dwight Howard in the middle in his first season in Atlanta. Kyle Lowry, DeMar DeRozan, DeMario Carroll getting set to take on his former team, the Atlanta Hawks. The rookie Pascal Siakam, who recorded 14 points, a season high, against the Atlanta Hawks, and Jonas Valanciunas in the middle. Dwayne Casey's team has been on a roll. It's a team